Hey everybody, I'm back. This is our fourth video in this series on goal setting and business planning. Today, what I'm going to talk to you about is more on the business planning side, and really it's about scheduling. Now, I had told you guys in the last couple of videos, I had talked to you about what discipline or what type of thing are you going to change. Remember what I said? Same equals same. So what are you going to change? What are you going to put in place so that you can be more efficient, work in a better manner, create more sales, whatever it may be. Then I also talk to you about what are you going to take out of your life, because what I talk to you about is how we all have those time-wasting things in our life that are eating up time that need to be taken out. And a lot of times when people make New Year's resolutions, they focus specifically on putting things in. And I asked you, what are you going to take out? Well, this is related. This is around scheduling, making sure that you set up your schedule in such a way that you are setting yourself up for success, okay? Schedules have changed, daily routines have dramatically changed since the early spring, and I have news for you all. They're not going back to normal, and who knows what normal is anymore, for a while. We're talking at least 6 months. Yes, they're talking about coming out with vaccines and therapeutics and all these different kinds of things, but folks, our entire population is not going to get the vaccine in the next 30 days, and then we all just go back to normal. That's not going to happen. This is a while. This is here to stay. Remote school for children is here to stay for a while, probably till next year, till September 2022. Other things, restaurants, all different walks of life are different. So what I'm getting at is stop thinking with a short-term mindset. When COVID happened, I'll take you inside my family. We were like, well, this isn't easy. My wife's the lead bookkeeper for the company. I am obviously running the company. In the first few weeks, it was stressful because she had to make sure the deposits are still going in, things are still happening. I'm trying to run the company and manage the company through what potentially could have been a severe financial storm. It was a light storm, but it was still an important time. Well, we went through that in the spring. We made adjustments. Then we got to summer, and I said, this isn't going to work. The way we're doing this is not going to work. Having these kids go to school, someone needs to watch over them. And for years and years and years, we've talked to my mother-in-law about working essentially for us as our nanny to help us with the children. Well, we made the change in August, and it has changed our household. Now, I recognize some people hear this and think, hey, pal, I can't afford someone to be a full-time nanny. I understand, but what I'm getting at is, what can you change, okay? Before we did that and went full-fledged, we talked to my mother-in-law about coming over a few hours a day, freeing up time, and we put a consistent plan in place so that we would be able to focus on work a certain amount of hours per day. You need to do that. Your work is a priority. When people say to me, well, what's most important? Well, okay, I love my kids, love my family, love my wife, but the job that I have feeds them all. Think about that. Feeds them all. So I have been known to say things like, my job is above everything. Why? Because it feeds them. So I set up my schedule in such a way that every single day from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. I can work. Okay, I can go to the office like I am now. I can, and if I was still selling homes actively, I would make it so that I could go out and show homes every day. But I set up my schedule in such a way that I can do these things. You need to do the same thing. So what I want you to do right now, the homework assignment on this particular video, is look at your schedule. Okay, maybe you don't have children. Maybe you're thinking, I don't care about this. I don't have kids. Fine. But is there something else in your schedule that's getting thrown off because of COVID that all along you've been saying, it's only a few more months. Folks, it ain't a few more months. We're talking 6 more months of this type of lifestyle. You have to put something concrete in place so that you have the time and you can focus yourself on being able to work. Focus on making prospecting calls. Focus on working on your deals. Focus on marketing, whatever it may be, okay? You need to think about that because not enough of you have a concrete plan in place. Many of you, the way you run your life is work is like, oh, when I have time, or prospecting, calling leads, calling sphere of influence, drumming up business, sending handwritten notes, all those things that are so effective. Many of you are like, oh, I do that when I get around to it. No, it needs to be the opposite. Those things need to be first, okay? Those things need to be very important. So think about that. The next video I'm going to talk to you about tomorrow, I'm going to finally get into the numbers. And I had asked you a couple of videos ago to look at how many listing contracts did you take so far this year? How many buyer agreements did you take this year? How how many buyer sales did you have, how many seller sales did you have, and I talked to you about how we're going to take that data and we're going to put it into a spreadsheet and we're going to help you predict. You're going to tell me, or you're going to tell yourself, what you want to do for business in 2021, and we're going to go backwards. Okay, if you want 20 sales, well, how many appointments do you need to have? Or how much do you need to increase your conversion in order to get that? I'm going to break all this down in the next video. So that's your homework. Think about this. What change are you going to make in your schedule, in your business plan, in your lifestyle, so that you have more time, all right? Don't forget our 2021 Crush It in Real Estate Kickoff event that's on January 14th. And if you haven't subscribed to this goal setting series, to this YouTube page, go ahead and subscribe. Maybe give us a like, because I have more videos coming at you related to goal setting, and business planning. I'll see you tomorrow.